Do you have one of these really loose receptacles in your house where the cord just keeps popping out no matter what you do? Anytime you go to do something, the cord pops out and falls all over the place and it really pisses you off? Well, that's great because today I'm going to show you how to fix it. And all you need is a toothpick. All you got to do is take that toothpick and jam it right in there. Okay, great. Now that I got the troll's attention, now I'm going to actually show you how to fix it. The only thing that homeowners seem to be more afraid of than plumbing is electrical, but there's a difference between fear and respect. And when you understand things more clearly, you can respect something without fearing it. And I know I have a couple keyboard warriors ready to fire off on me for not being a licensed electrician and showing people how to do something electrical in their own home, and that's fine. But I'm also fully capable of reading a publicly available code document that anyone who wants to can find online. It's called the National Electric Code. In fact, this specific installation falls under section 210.52. And now I'm really going to piss the trolls off because I'm actually going to replace it, but they really get mad when you say the term fix, but what you actually mean is replace, because sometimes they don't understand that in order to fix something, you have to replace something, but some people can't just comprehend that. So here we are, we've got the power off the breaker. It's always good to verify that using a voltage tester. This is a little pen-sized voltage tester. It works great. If the power is still on, it would beep and blink red, but again, the power's off, so now I'm going to remove the wires and do that just by using a screwdriver and backing up these screws here. The brass ones on the right are the hot side, and the silver ones on the left are the neutral side, and the green one on the bottom is called the ground. So now that I've popped off all these wires, I could tell that there's something wrong with this installation. I'm going to tell you what that is right now. Apart from the fact that these ground wires are twisted together kind of janky, they're also not bonded to the box. When you have a metal electrical box like this, you have to ground the device to the box itself, and you do that by attaching one of these grounding pigtails. In the back of the box, there's some threaded holes, and wouldn't you know it, this grounding screw fits right in there. So now we've got our grounding screw screwed to the box, and now what we can do is we can twist all our grounds together, and we can use one of these cool little greenie nuts. You never want to have more than one electrical wire attached to a terminal screw on an electrical receptacle or switch, and this allows you to tie all those wires together and pass one right through the tip of it. Isn't that cool? So now I'm going to get started by installing one of these new Decora style receptacles, which is rectangular, because apparently somebody decided that circle is out and now rectangle is in. And when you're wrapping your wires around your terminal screws, you always want to wrap them around clockwise, so that way when you tighten them, they actually twist up on themselves and make it a tighter connection. Whew, I don't know about you guys, but I need a puppy break. Now, before I get these wires all put back together and close this thing up, I want to illustrate one more thing for you, and that's the difference between line and load. Those two terms are important when it comes to electrical. Line is the term that's used for the power coming from the panel to the device, and load would be the wire that goes from that device to the next device down the line in the circuit. And the way that you identify it is actually turning the power back on at the breaker with the wires exposed, and you can use your voltage tester. Only one of the wires will beep and flash red. That wire is the line wire. Now, in your standard receptacle wiring, that's not that important, but when it comes to GFCI, it is important. And I'll get into that in another video later on. So now we can just get our wires wrapped back on our screws. Now, all you have to remember is black touches brass, save your ass. So we'll get our neutral wires wrapped around our silver terminals, and we'll get our black wires wrapped around our brass terminals. And before I push everything back into the box, the last thing I like to do is I like to take a piece of electrical tape and I wrap it around the whole device itself. That helps cover up the terminal screws. So if somebody goes to grab the receptacles from the side instead of from the tabs at the top and the bottom, they won't get shocked if the power's still on. So lastly, we'll push our wires back into the box, get the